Hey guys, Alex from the future here. Um, I just wanted to say sorry if this video is not so cohesive, because to be fair, it is one of the first ones that I have uploaded on this channel. I have made several ones or several versions which were even worse, but I guess this one is the first one that I put on YouTube, and I don't think it's so good as I intended to. So I'm sorry for the quality. I'm sorry if my ideas don't sound so cohesive, but at least I hope that you find my intention having a good thought behind it. And even though it sucks and it's not as good as the other clips, I hope that you gain some knowledge or some help, advice, if you extract any out of this video. And I hope you enjoy it. Take care. Hey guys, welcome back. My name is Alex, and today I'll be talking about the power of reminding yourself. This video is actually a vocalization of a video that I have actually watched not long ago, and it's from a guy called Mercurial. I'll link down the video that I saw regarding him and his channel. And he basically talked about the fear of failing, especially in the art career industry. And it is quite a sensitive subject for me as well. Since I have graduated, I am now left out in the open to just fend off for myself. Even though I may think that I'm not good enough for the industry standard or for the studios that may search for work, I think of myself of not being enough. But this, I think, is actually tied to a bigger problem to most people, that they usually ask themselves, what's my purpose? A lot of people have this fear of trying out new things because it's scary. You don't know what could happen. You don't know if this would fail, and maybe your entire life could just roll out of existence because you made the mistake of actually trying. And it's scary to actually take into consideration this, even though you know that this could be way more fulfilling than what you actually have. And yes, people do get scared about this, and it is completely understandable. And yes, this is tied to life just throwing in wrenches into your plans because it simply does not care. You can get cancer the next day, or somebody dies in your family. You don't know. There's the possibility of every type of bad situation that can happen. And at least in my case, I was scared for so long that I just wouldn't want to act. It was better for me to just sit and don't act, to just let life roll out as it may, than to actually try and let the possibility of something bad happen destroy all my plans and my ambitions and my hope. But this is the thing, with all of these problems that are involved in your life regarding money, just world decline, pressure, and basically a lot of expectations from yourself and the others around you, you are not allowing yourself, and the others are not allowing you to fully develop into what you want. But this is the thing, as in the video explained, Mercurial, he discussed about this type of failure, that let's say you're not as good as everybody and you'll try to find your life purpose at the same time, and after a strong while, when you try to make things happen and you still failed, nothing happens. The world doesn't explode, you don't die, you don't fully lose everything. And this is what I want to actually add. It's not about the failure, it's about thinking the failure as an end, as something that is basically a stone wall that negates. And it's almost like in your mind you feel like it doesn't have any way of actually being solved. You can't work around it. It's basically a dead end, and you feel like you're literally stuck. But again, what's in your mind doesn't have palpable, realistic consequences that you may blow up in your head as related to real life. If you fail, and you will fail actually, you will not experience the end itself. This end that you experience is actually a new beginning. This end, let me repeat it, is a new beginning to something new, to something maybe greater, something that you didn't think of, something that you can work around with and literally topple over. And this is the thing, you need to work around these type of fear. It is so limiting, it is really constraining your full potential, because you may fear that I may not be able to fully do it, I'll fail, I'll be nothing, I don't have anything to offer of value. But that's not true. And I do know myself, even though I am thinking like every day that maybe I'm not good enough, maybe what I have is not great, it's not up to the standard, up to the expectations of others. I do have good work that I am proud of, and it topples from small projects, edits, drawings, to maybe even short films, I'm not sure. But the thing is that I do have something, and I need to remind myself that what I have is, first of all, a part of me, that it's connecting to the feeling of being enough, and what I have to offer can be so much more. Now the thing is, I know that a lot of people struggle with this, reminding themselves of their own worth and the possibilities that they actually have. And to this, if you cannot remind yourself, ask others to remind you. Whether it's family, friends, acquaintances, or even connections, you need people to remind you of what you have, of what you can do, and what you can become. Because being who you are and what you want to be is special enough. You are already giving so much thought into your own being, to create, to develop and grow as a person. You don't see it just yet, probably. But if you do, don't give up. Just keep going and remind yourself again of everything that you have behind. Like, literally take a good look of what you have and what you created and what is to your name, let's say. And if you take a really objective look at it, you'll see that you have something. It's that you think it's not good enough. And if the thought of still not being good enough, or even if maybe you don't have anything at least, or I guess, something to show to the world, or at least anything that you wanted to have to your name, then I think that's a good incentive to start. Not as a way to escape the pressure of it and the pressure that you put on yourself, but I think a reminder and at least a reason to show yourself that you can do it. And even though you fail, and you will fail, you still tried, and it wasn't that bad. So thank you again for listening. This video has been an echo to the one that I watched recently from Mano Mercurial. I'll link down again the channel into the description. And I guess as the last message for you guys would be to not feel like you have to be as perfect as everybody thinks you should be. Because life is not about being perfect, it's about quite being the opposite. You cannot achieve perfect. You just have to work with what you have and make the best of it. And it's a lot harder to do than actually say it. But all good things are hard, and you can be great. So this has been it. Thank you for listening, and I'll see you next time. Stay hopeful.